Photographers, let me ask you about something. Have you ever looked at your bank account and then looked at your bookkeeping and thought, why are these numbers never matching? Or maybe you've gotten to tax season and realized a payment is missing, or your income looks off, or a random subscription charge you forgot about is suddenly messing up your entire year. If that's you, you're not doing anything wrong. You just need to reconcile your accounts. And today I'm going to show you exactly what that means and how to do it confidently. Hey friends, I'm Heather, wedding photographer turned tax educator for photographers. I know the money side of business can feel confusing, overwhelming, or like something you'll figure out later. But reconciling is one of those tiny habits that changes everything. It keeps your books clean, your numbers accurate, and your tax season stress way down. So, what actually is reconciling? Let's make this simple. Reconciling is the process of matching what happened in real life, so your bank account or credit card, to what's in your bookkeeping system. So, if your bank says you spent $12.99 on Adobe Cloud and your books also say you spent $12.99 on Adobe Cloud, perfect, that's reconciled. If a client paid you $800 and you see it in your bank, but it's not showing up in your bookkeeping, that is not reconciled. Reconciling is basically your monthly truth check. It's making sure your books reflect reality. It's not scary. It's simply comparing two lists and making them match. So here is why reconciling is a big deal. It makes sure your income totals are correct. If your client paid you but it never gets recorded, the IRS sees less income than what you actually made, and that becomes a problem. It also helps you catch missing or duplicate expenses. If you forget to record a charge, you miss a deduction. If you accidentally enter something twice, your expenses look bigger than they actually are. It also prevents giant tax time panic. Clean books equals smooth tax season. Messy books equals stress, overwhelm, and hours of hunting for missing transactions. And lastly, it protects you if you would ever get audited. The IRS wants to see accurate books that match your bank. Reconciling proves you're on top of your finances. Now, let's talk about what happens if you ignore this step, because this is where most photographers get stuck. If you don't reconcile, your books slowly drift away from reality. Your income is off. Your deductions are incomplete. You pay more in taxes than you should, and tax season becomes 10 times harder than it needs to be. Plus, if you're using spreadsheets or a CRM like Honeybook to track income, but you're not reconciling, you're basically guessing. And you deserve better than guessing when it comes to your business money. So, here are 5 tips to make reconciling easy. Tip number 1 is reconcile every single month. Monthly is the sweet spot. Your memory is fresh, the transactions haven't piled up, and it keeps everything manageable. Make sure to put a reminder in your phone and call it something like Money Date or CEO Day so that you commit to doing it every single month. Tip number 2 is keep everything in one system. Whether you use QuickBooks, Wave, a spreadsheet, or something else, consistency is what matters. And transactions in one spot equals faster reconciling. Tip number 3 is keep your receipts and notes. Even if it's just snapping a picture of a receipt on your phone, keep a record. If something looks weird when reconciling, you'll thank yourself for having that proof. Tip number 4 is separate business and personal money. If your accounts are mixed, reconciling becomes a nightmare. A separate business account makes matching transactions so much easier, and it looks more legitimate in the eyes of the IRS. And tip number 5 is don't wait until tax season. Reconciling once a year equals overwhelm versus reconciling monthly equals confidence. And if this still feels a little intimidating, don't worry. This video is brought to you by my free masterclass, Maximizing Your Tax Deductions as a Photographer, which is keeping more of what you earn. If taxes make you want to curl up in a ball and pretend you're invisible, you're not alone. In this free masterclass, I walk you through 5 key deductions every photographer should know in plain English without needing a tax law degree. If you want to confidently keep more money in your pocket and stop stressing every time tax season rolls around, grab your spot. It's totally free and it's created specifically for photographers just like you. All right, let's do a quick recap. First, reconciling equals matching your bank to your books. It keeps your numbers accurate, it protects you during tax season, and it prevents missed income and missed deductions. It also builds confidence in your business finances. This is one of those behind the scenes habits that separates stressed photographers from confident ones. Okay, friend, your turn. How often do you reconcile right now? Monthly, once a year, never? Drop it in the comments below so I know where you're starting from. And if you want even more help simplifying your business money, don't forget to sign up for my free masterclass, Maximizing Your Tax Deductions as a Photographer. The link is right below this video. If this was helpful, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you next week with more practical tips to help you build a sustainable, confident photography business. You've got this. Bye, guys.